Hello again, very good evening to you. Lots of dry weather to come as we go through much of this weekend, but we are actually going to see our temperatures dropping a little bit. We still have high pressure to the southeast of us, and it's this that's leading to the largely calm picture that we have currently. But with that, we have some of our air coming in from the continent, and that's a cold direction at the moment, and so that's why we're going to see our temperatures dropping through the weekend. But looking at the details, and a bit of rain across the far northwest of Scotland through the evening, that clears away, and then it's a largely dry night, but a largely cloudy night for many of us. Limited clear breaks, perhaps across parts of northern Scotland there will be some clear skies and a few breaks elsewhere, but most places having a lot of cloud, and with that there could be some drizzly rain in a few places too. Despite the cloud, temperatures are actually going to drop relatively low. I mentioned the cold air that we have coming across us, and so that's going to lead to many places across England and Wales in particular dropping close to freezing, if not a little bit below in some places, particularly over higher ground, so a touch of frost is possible. Also the far north of Scotland, where we do get some clearer skies, could see a touch of frost here as well. So a bit of a chilly, cloudy start to the day for many of us on Saturday. With that though, as we go through the day, I am expecting a bit more sunshine than we saw through Friday, especially across, well, northern parts of Scotland, perhaps parts of Northern Ireland, and also northern England, Wales, southwest England. Here we should have some decent breaks developing as the winds come from the south, and as they bounce over any higher ground to the lee of high ground downwind, that's where we have the greatest chance of seeing some lengthy sunny breaks. Across central southeastern parts of the country, here it is going to stay fairly cloudy, and with that again there could be some drizzle around, and with temperatures around if not a bit below freezing in some places, some of that drizzle could be frozen, so we could get some snow grains in places as well. Like I said then, a chilly feel to things, temperatures a little bit lower than on Friday for many of us, markedly so across northern areas where they could be about 4 or 5 degrees lower than it was on Friday, so a chillier feel here, and feeling even chillier still towards the south where temperatures are a fair few degrees below average for the time of year. Later on as we go through Saturday evening and overnight, not a huge amount changes. There will still be quite a lot of cloud towards central southern parts, perhaps a bit more cloud spilling a bit further northwards into North Wales and northern England, but still some clearer skies across parts of northern England and North Wales, and some clear skies across many parts of Scotland as well, and some for parts of Northern Ireland too. There is a front coming in from the west, but it's not a particularly strong one, and it's not making a huge amount of progress, but we could see some rain pushing into the far west of Northern Ireland by the early hours of Sunday morning, and perhaps towards the Outer Hebrides as well. Where we get the clear skies across parts of northern England, North Wales in particular, likely to turn quite frosty, and there could be some fog, some freezing fog patches first thing on Sunday morning. But similar to Saturday morning really, despite the cloudier skies towards the south, it is still going to be quite chilly, and a touch of frost is quite possible here. Through Sunday itself then, this front in the west does continue to gradually make its way eastwards, but like I said, it's quite a weak feature, so just a bit of rain pushing initially across parts of Northern Ireland, feeding a bit into western Scotland, and then there may be some rain reaching far western parts of England and Wales later and overnight into Monday, but not a huge amount. For many, it is going to be, well, a similar-ish day to Saturday, really. Some cloudy skies, a bit of brightness, particularly to the north of any higher ground. But again, where the cloud's thick enough, we could have some drizzly rain and even some snow grains again in a few spots. Temperatures look similar, a little bit lower than Saturday for some places. And when you're stuck under that cloud with that cold air that we have across us, it is going to feel pretty chilly indeed. Now looking further ahead, and as we go into the beginning of next week, like I said, that front makes its way across, but it makes slow progress, won't bring a huge amount of rain for many of us. We are still under the influence of the high pressure, but it is drifting away towards the east, and later on next week there is the potential for some more unsettled weather to push its way in. So you will want to keep on top of that. Whatever you're up to this weekend though, I do hope you have a great one. Bye-bye.